Senate is set to probe the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation over 396 million naira expended on turnaround maintenance of refineries in the country between 2013 and 2015. The decision was reached after consideration of a motion brought to the floor by Senator Yusuf from Taraba Central. Senator Yusuf lamented that the refineries have remained in moribund state in the last 15 to 20 years, and it's almost reaching total collapse due to lack of proper maintenance of the facilities. I have joining me now to discuss this an oil and gas expert, Bala Zakka. Welcome, Mr. Zakka.
Thank you.
396 million naira is sure a humongous sum. Should
Correct.
the federal government be looking the way of the NNPC?
Sure. I mean, there is this saying that when perception becomes reality, then you don't have anything more to prove. You know, all you have to now start doing is to look. If that perception is a negative perception, you have to take measures to see how you can fix the problem. Then you now put control mechanisms that will make you or help you to mitigate future occurrences. Because when you look at the NNPC, to be fair to Nigerians, the oil and gas industry watchers globally, and also the international community, to be fair to all these stakeholders, NNPC has not demonstrated practical transparency, profitability, accountability, and corporate governance. And when you have situations like that, I mean, there is no any other option than to put it under the microscope.
Absolutely. From January to October, it is said there's a report that says refineries generated 68.82 billion naira revenue and incurred an expense of 192.1 billion naira, and that's a 123.25 billion naira loss. But then again, the NMTC comes from time to time with an explanation that it's remitting some amount and spending some amount on some, internal operations and all of that. So how tenable are these explanations?
Well, from the analysis you've made, you can see that there is a loss. You know, they reported a given revenue and they reported a given expenditure. And the differential is what will tell you whether you are in the positive or in the negative. I mean, as far as everybody is concerned, I think so far there is a need for NNPC to come out. Something tells me that along the line or previous and probably continuous NNPC management have not been helping themselves. And probably they are doing that because they thought they are going to remain there forever. But this is what happens when you talk about corporate entity. Whether you like it or not, you must live there. If you don't retire, you will one day be fired. If you're not fired, one day you are going to die. If you don't die, then on your own one day you will be forced to resign. So for NNPC, at some point, let us know. If they are experiencing political punctuations, let us also know. If you remember, in last year, when we were talking about Saudi Aramco, you know, going to talk about the IPO, you know, initial public offer, they reported that in 2018, the net profit means you've removed your cost of sales, everything, and you come to the net profit, even after removing tax. The net profit was about $111 billion. And as I speak to you, as of July last year, quote me, it was reported by NNPC that refining and utilization was zero in the month of July. And around September, they reported almost a loss of 13 billion naira. So with all this, you don't blame anybody again, saying that Nigeria, I mean NNPC, needs to be put under the microscope. They need to be fried. They need to be investigated.
Evidently, the conversation continues, and let's hope, let's see what comes out of the Senate's call.
Exactly.
We thank you very much, Mr. Bala Zakka, for coming on TVC News.
Thank you.